Today is May 18th, and we are trading our Asian session today. So we have a quick analysis that was thrown up on the chart. We have a range between 108.927 and 108.838. We have a no trade range here. And we are starting to peak from the bottom. If we could close below and retest, there could be a chance that we will see a drop. We still have 10 minutes and 39 seconds left until our 30-minute candle closes, which is very important. We're also starting a new hour. We're starting to peak below 108.838. So as long as we can close below 108.838, we're looking for sells here. All right, we have 9 minutes and 50 seconds left. All right, we're looking for buys when candles close above 108.927 and sells when candles close below 108.838. All right, 8 minutes and 47 seconds left for this candle to close below 108.838. All right, we have 6 minutes and 38 seconds left. We are waiting for our time clock to reach our first green dot at 7 o'clock here. All right, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Right, and we don't have any news for USD for the Asian session, so we should be good on fundamentals. We just have to wait for our session time to come through, and that is our next hour candle, 7 o'clock Asian session. All right, 3 minutes and 34 seconds left. All right, so our candle coming down had a low at 108.847, X1 832. Couldn't break. This current candle came down to 108.826. So we did make a lower low here. It does seem like this candle is going to need to make a wick. So that is a possibility. that we're going to come up to form that wick and then round over to head down. So it'll just pull back like this. And then the push is going to go through 108.838. But that'll be on our smaller time frames. We're waiting for the hour candle to close. All right, we have 42 seconds left. Yo, yo. You can hear yourself on YouTube? Well, what's up? What's up? I didn't know that. I didn't know it worked like that. So that's good to know, because I was trying to figure out a way to like have a third party platform pick up our voices. So I'm also listening to the stream right now, but I can't hear you in the headphones. So I wonder if it just kind of cuts it out until the final video. All right, I am selling UJ right now. Wait. Let's wait for this 15-minute candle. I want to see what it does. Because we closed below our previous prices at 108.860. Yeah, 864. And then I think we're going to get a wick fill, just like we did yesterday. We're only analyzing UJ today. It's Jeremy's birthday, so I was just trying to do a quick stream. But good thing we didn't sell UJ. Just on YouTube. UJ said yeet. Candle closure. Let's give ourselves a fucking round of applause for that one. Candle closure, guys. This is normally my entry, which turns out 60% of the time it's wrong, because that 30-minute candle pulls down on that first part of the hour and then it pulls all the way back. So now we're looking for buys when candles close above 108.927. Totally different bias now. And this buy would be valid because we're above the previous structure now. So if we can close where it is, then this is going to test our resistance. It's going to turn it to support and then head the other way. But again, we're waiting for candle closure. Or XRP. XRP is still above our buy zone of 1.54. That was our retest of our resistance turning to support. So looks like we could have another leg up, and that's going to be our wick fill as well on the 4 hour. Candles did not close outside of range. All right, we have 6 minutes left until the 15-minute candle closes. That'll give us a sign if we have enough volume to push above 108.927. But if we're not above our previous structures, especially yesterday, invalidated buys. Doing the same thing I did yesterday. So we got the 230. 230. Popped down, came back up. On the Chinese indicator, the USD is stronger than the Japanese. Oh, Russia calls it the Chinese indicator, but it's the livecharts.co.uk. Shows you the currency strength meters. They're not that accurate. It'll sometimes change like immediately, so we'll be looking at it like this, and then the Japanese yen will just have a bunch of volume because you have to reload the page, so it'll just switch around as the price moves. So it's not like a reliable long-term currency strength meter. XLM is still in our range we analyzed this morning. Still sitting between 0.7 and 0.62. We have 1 minute and 42 seconds left until our 15-minute candle closes. This is going to be very critical, because if it continues to close inside of our range, then the volume is running out. Our time to volume ratio is running out. Our first high volume mark has already passed. And the next one is going to be on our new 4-hour candle. So I wanted to explain this to you, Colin, how I'm breaking it down. Like whenever I said we're going to wait for the 4-hour candle, that came outside of the block or the no trade range, that's our 7 o'clock low, or the low that is set for the 7 o'clock candle to either retest or really move away from. So what's going on is the new hour started and we just have this dead range because this is whenever the market's closed. So this really has no relevance to what's going on right now. It just shows us a range of our the closest times. So the hour starts. This is whenever the market volume is pushing through all your liquidity and everything. So you have your 1 hour that's going to come through for your 4-hour. So we have this last range that's breaking all the stuff so that it can kind of draw up the next range for the 4-hour, right? So wherever this momentum's at, the 4-hour is either going to touch this one again, or it's going to come down here and touch this one again. But the 4-hour has 3 other hours that's going to make the body of the candle. Well, actually 2 other hours that's going to make the body of the candle, and then the last hour is going to be the closing price. So that's how you're going to see the wick form on the 4-hour. Is that last hour, that last 7 o'clock candle is going to be the closing of the 4-hour. Right. Because right now what's happening for the session is it's just setting a new high and low. So it set its low, and then it set its high. Now the price is going to tell us, are we going to go back to retest the high, or are we going to come back down to retest the low? And that won't be determined until it can close outside of one of these, outside of the range, below 108.83 or above 108.92. But the volume is going to come on this next 4-hour candle. Yeah, we're waiting for this 1 hour to close. That's going to be very, very important. Right. Because now, working up to the 4-hour, where is, so essentially 50% of this entire move is going to be the retrace. Got to retrace at some point. So now the rest of the 7 o'clock candle is just going to sit doing this until it does something otherwise. But the volume of the candle pushing directly up like it's doing, for it to come straight back down, it doesn't make any sense. It's going to test that 50% level first, retest this area first before we decide to pull back down. Because this current candle, I don't think it's going to return back down below this candle, you know? So we're building structure at this high level of 108.918. to see if we can hold support in here and then retest our high, which is going to be the previous 4 hour whenever the new 4 hour starts. So that'll be the high to retest, or this will be the low to retest. Possibly, because this is Asian session. Look at what it did yesterday. It didn't really do much until London pulled through. Right. We have 9 minutes and 53 seconds left until our 30-minute candle closes. Nice. We could add it to the boot camp PowerPoint. Oh, that's actually a good idea. We can do like a channel specifically for that, just describing our experience and what we're doing in the server. Yeah, that's a good idea. Nope. Still closing in the range. Six minutes and 46 seconds left. Got a new high that was just made. New 15-minute candle. We're now at 108.964. If we can hold this for the next 5 minutes, then there is a higher possibility that we're going to continue up for the session. But for my plan, I'm definitely going to start waiting for the 30-minute to close for sure, because the 15-minute could just give you 2 candles split up for that overall 30-minute price action. So the first one is going to fake you out, and then the second one's going to pull back in. So I feel it's better to just wait for the 30-minute overall to tell us we're completely out of our range, and then execute on the retest for that last 30-minute candle of the hour, starting off the 4-hour candle. And that's pretty much the exact same thing that happened on GJ last night. That 4-hour candle opened. You had the first 2 30-minute candles that retraced our resistance, turning to support. And then it finished pulling up for the rest of the session. And I also have a triangle drawn up on the chart now, so the pattern kind of makes sense. If we can continue to close outside of the range, then it would only be the retest of the triangle and then push out. But this triangle had a fake out towards the bottom, so if we would have entered, we would have been in a huge down draw, managing instead of waiting. I didn't know it was on the same day, but I knew that it was all-time high. This month candle looks prime to just take off, though, I can tell you that. We only have one more resistance to break through to get back towards our high at $1.98. $1.96, sorry. The one with the genie? Yes, I did watch it. Very interesting stuff. Mm-hmm. Wait, are we talking about the same video? The Ripple of Deception? Uh-huh. Hmm. Yep, it's definitely got that tie-in with Starlink and stuff. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I think that's all a part of the plan. That is true. Watch out for those aliens. I, I saw they had an interview about on one of the somebody from the military was talking about. The guy was like, "So you mean to tell me there's actual UFOs?" And he's like, "Yeah, we've been knowing about them." That's about right. They're gonna play it off like they've been knowing about it, but it's gonna come out on the news like a huge story. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You always seem to become that guy whenever you just try to explain everything to somebody. Like you said, you just take it off to the deep end right away, and they can't even grasp the concept of what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Or they're scared to because they're going to be called a conspiracy theorist.
Brother?
All right, we have 18 minutes and 6 seconds left till our next 4-hour candle. Yeah. Yep. Because at that point, you're expecting it to do that retrace stuff, and then it just keeps chugging along. Nice. Yep. Happens every time. $15 minutes and 35 seconds left until our next 4-hour candle opens at 8 o'clock. That is where most of our volume moves for the Asian session. So we are anticipating this to continue upwards if we can stay closed above 108.927. Whenever I can stop blowing the account. That's exactly what's going to bring them. That's all they care about. Okay. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know how hard this is gonna come and bite us, because looking at yesterday on these candles right here, and looking at this right here, this was our 3 o'clock. This is what our 3 o'clock looks like. 3:30 comes around, starts going back into our range. Got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to close. And that's how we looking. Did not. Heck yeah. Hey, round of applause in the chat. I have. There's a guy in Homa that sells his own like branded pack of Delta 8. But I think it would. I have some these plain Jane CBD cigarettes, and it's got 0.3%. And if you're sitting there really trying to feel it, you do feel like a little buzz off of it. It's not a crazy head high that you get from your normal THC, but if it's anything like that, you do have a feeling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that paper on it. Mm-hmm. Right. It's just a habit for me. I'm trying to quit cold turkey. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I start feeling better. I start dreaming more. All right, we have 5 minutes and 22 seconds left until our 4-hour candle opens. We do have a little bit of action popping up above 108.973, but the question is going to be, can we hold it? And I have a feeling once our new 30-minute candle opens for the beginning of the 4-hour, our 15-minute auto stop loss is going to get hit because it's going to have to retrace, and it just got hit. And we aren't even on the 30-minute candle yet. So let's see how this is going to close. Yeah, I have 3 trades open. I had 1 at a 15-point stop loss. And I'm still deciding if I'm going to set the other 2 or just take the profits on them. Because I'm unsure how this candle is going to close. I'd hate to have it close bearish. We have 5 minutes left. There's a possibility that we have like a volume push up towards 109.0. And then the next 30 minutes is going to retrace above this line instead of under it. Because our lower time frames, if we pull up the 5 and the 15, 5 minute, we have a nice candle pushing up. And then a 15-minute retrace here. So we have 3 minutes left. I'm actually just gonna set the stop losses to where it's not gonna, it'll be right above break even. We'll make a cent. .01. We only have a $33 account, so I'm really trying to stress. Yep. Yes. Yep. Yeah, and even that very first trade, I said I'm about to sell UJ. I thought twice about it. Said, let me I think this is gonna finish pushing up towards 109.0 though. We broke our previous high. It was here. Left a nice wick. And I want to refer back to our Fibonacci levels to kind of get an idea what. Yeah, so it retraced right off the 50% level. Yeah, I'm gonna try to start implementing them a little more into my analysis, just to where I can get like a more specific area of a retrace. Because I know it's gonna retrace, but I mean, it retraced to the 50% level twice, here and here. So to determine if it's gonna keep doing that, I want to start using them. This is a beautiful trade. Great entries. The first entry of these buys was on a buy limit that was set. So the first buy limit was hit at 108.956, and we are up 4 pips so far. I was just gonna say I'd like to get 10 instead of taking profits manually. No, not really. Because even this buy limit that was set, I could have got in at a better entry a little lower. So like it automatically set the buy limit right here. So it was activated and I still went into a down draw 4 pips before it decided to take off. But we were also now in the new 4-hour candle. The whole rest of the hour had to close that ending of the 4-hour. This is the ending of our 4-hour candle. So our new candle comes around and now it's got a new place. And then we had our breakout of the pattern. The blue triangle. It broke out. The white candle is the retest of that triangle break. And then we pushed off of it. And then we could pretty much take this range. And then bring it right here. So our take profit level would be somewhere right here. Yes. Yes, because even all of this has nothing to do with anything. Because this candle right here is going to be our daily high. All right, so being that our other trade hit our take profit level, I'm gonna take this take profit level off and then set a 50-point trailing stop for our last trade. We have our stop loss in profits, so we'll be making an extra 5 cents if this does decide to pull back. But if it happens to continue, then we'll have a 50-point stop loss trailing it all the way up. So we did have a successful trading session so far. This takes a little bit of patience. We just had to wait for our candles to close. Our previous 30 minutes. We had our move up. And we know that it's never going to move in a straight line. So we need the retrace. We take our Fibonacci's from the bottom from the top to the bottom, we see that it retraced off of our 50% level perfectly, and then continued to move up in momentum with our new 4-hour candle. So we could see our next level at 109.06, because that is our new zone to the left. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're going to be expecting it at a certain point. Can we hit 0.40? If we hit 0.40, I'm taking profits before I end the stream. Only because I'm looking to the left over here. And that could be our resistance. Because the Asian session moved more than it's even supposed to. We are... $20 pips so far. Ooh, 0.40, 0.40. Can we hit 0.40? 0.40. Let's take the mother effing profits. All right, let's get some round of applause in stream. Good job, good job. That's what it takes. We just got to be patient, and the trade's gonna come to us. And some ka-chings in the chat. Yep, it's time to get off. I'm going to enjoy some crawfish. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you could, like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated, and I will be catching you on the next one. Colin, you have a great night, and I'll be catching you later.